Okay, so today what we will do is we will see certain basic fundamentals from SAP point of view. Okay, so basic things to be understood from SAP FICO. When we list these basic things to be understood from FICO, there are certain mandatory things that you must be aware before you move forward or before you proceed further. Now we are all aware SAP is what? It is a system or it is anything else?
Platform where books are accountable.
In short, it's a platform or it is a system, right? Where you do your accounting.
Yes.
Now, for you to get into SAP or for you to come to SAP, you need to log in or not,
Yes.
Yes.
right? Before you do anything in SAP, first thing you need to ensure you log into SAP. Now, first thing, login ID or let's say logon details. When we talk about logon details, to log into any system, what you need?
ID and password.
Login ID and password.
You need login ID and then you need password. Clear for everyone? You will get user ID and then you will get password. Clear or any confusion?
Yes.
Unlike any other system, even into SAP, you have the same thing. You will be needing a login ID and then you will be needing a password. Now, in any project, once we join, we get our ID and password created by who? Who will create it in SAP?
Administration team.
Basis.
Basis team.
Basis.
Who will do it? Basis team. Now you need to understand from a project point of view. Assuming you got a job, you joined a project. Okay, once you get a job, once you get a project, you will be requiring the ID password to work in SAP. Can you work in SAP without ID, without password?
Not possible.
Not possible, right? So to work in any SAP system, you must be requiring ID password. In SAP, your ID, your password will be created and shared to you by the basis team. Basis is basically system administration. It is a different module. Like FICO, you have another module called basis. They will be creating user ID. They will be sharing your ID password to you on the email. Clear how you get the ID password?
On the mail.
Right. Next one, user ID contains a logic. What it will be there? It contains a logic. When we say it contains a logic, there are two ways here. Point number one, employee ID. For example, in the company, my employee ID is, let's say, employee ID 3599875. If this is my employee ID, what will be my user ID?
Extension of these numbers.
Same number is my user ID, right or wrong?
Wrong.
359875 will be my user. Clear or confused?
Yes.
Clear,
So
right?
the
Whatever. In every company, you will have a employee ID, right or wrong? Employee code, employee ID.
The user ID also it's employee ID, I guess.
Correct. In some project, your ID will be your employee ID. Point number 2, it may be what is the next one? First and last name. Just an example. If my first and last name, if I say Ajay Kumar is my name, based on the first and last name, my ID may be A Kumar or Ajay K. Clear? This can be my user ID. On the other side, on the third point, if I put last and first name, same name, if I put, what will be the last and first name from here? As per the above logic,
Kumar A. Kumar A.
Kumar
Sorry,
A.
not Kumar A.
Kumar A. Clear? In any organization, most likely one of these three logic will be used. Majoritarily, one of these three logics will be used to get your ID. And when you start working tomorrow, you need to know how the ID is created. And even if you give any interview, somebody might ask, what is your user ID in the current project? Maybe your interview question, who knows? All of a sudden, you cannot go blank, right? You cannot tell, I forgot. Can you say that? So you need to make sure you're in a position to explain what is your user ID without any confusion, with confidence. This is your user ID that you will be getting. And we get initial password. What you will get? Initial password. Every company will have a different initial password. Basis will put any one-time password. If you look at it, whenever you say that you forgot the password, sometimes you will get a link to reset password. Sometimes for you to log in for the first time, you get a temporary password, right?
Yes.
Yes, Ajay.
When you put this temporary password, immediately it will ask you to change the password or not. The temporary password,
Yes.
Need to change immediately.
right? So that is what is your initial password. Just an example, something like you will get like welcome 123. Just an example. Okay. Assuming your initial password is welcome 123, you got to know what is your user ID. Your basis team will put an email to you stating, please find the user details below. They'll only mention user ID, maybe whatever is applicable in their process, and then the password. And it will be shared only with you. You are not supposed to share it with others. What you'll have to do, you need to log into the system and then put the same ID, keep the same password. When you press enter, it will give a pop-up screen to update the password or to change the password. You have to change your password. And in every company, you have password policy. What you will get? In every organization, you have password policy, something like 8 digits or 10 digits, something like this. And let's say one capital letter or one special character, something like that. Or let's say one numeric. Understood?
Yes, Ajay.
So we can say here, welcome at 123. Understood? If we see, this is a initial password. Is it minimum 8 digit welcome at 123?
Yes.
minimum 8 digit. Is there a capital letter?
Yes.
Is there a special character?
Yes.
Is there a numeric?
Yes.
Right? So like this, it has to be given. If you don't follow it blindly, you try keeping whatever you want, it won't work because you're missing a logic there. Am I clear or not?
Yes.
Right from the beginning, you need to think in such a way that you're working in a project. Only then it becomes a habit for you. Otherwise, after working for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, before you get a job, whatever you do, it's a practice, right? Right? When you're practicing, it becomes a habit for you. Later on, this practice cannot be changed and it will be very difficult. You will come to a situation where you need to repair, right? Your knowledge, your understanding will come to a situation where it has got some mistakes, it has got some misunderstanding, which needs to be repaired. Now, repairing is a easy task, repairing is a difficult task when it comes to knowledge.
A difficult task.
Difficult.
It is very difficult because you do not know why this is wrong. Point number one, you may fix a few things. Oh, okay, it is like this. I was thinking like this. Understood. But you will get another doubt. How many like this I have misunderstanding, right or wrong? And it will straight away lower your confidence, giving you an indication that basic level user ID password only I am not able to know properly. I don't know in the subject how many mistakes I have learned, or I don't know in the project how it will be done, but whatever I practiced is just a config. This is a situation you should not come into. Make sure you're clear, confident on whatever you practice. It has to be exactly same like what you do in a project. Tomorrow there should be no deviation. With your knowledge, your understanding, you must be in a position to work in any project right from day one of your job. At that level, you need to be comfortable. At that level, you need to be confident. And this is how you will get the ID password. Any question on this ID password, or it is clear?
Clear, sir.
It is
Just
clear,
at
sir.
basic level, you make sure you're trying to get the logic. We will be discussing this multiple times. Okay. But before you log into the system, you need to know all these fundamental points. Otherwise, you keep on logging into the system and all, but you never know what is the logic behind it. And in any project, for everything there is a logic, for everything there is a concept that you need to understand. Once this is done, okay, for every project we have SAP in multiple systems or multiple clients, multiple servers. I'm just writing multiple system, multiple client, multiple server just to avoid confusion reason. People will be using different terminology, maybe system, maybe client, maybe server as an alternative name. Now in a project, what will happen? You have a single SAP system or multiple SAP system.
Multiple.
You will be having multiple SAP system. When we talk about multiple SAP system, you need to understand what are these multiple system, how we need to understand this multiple system. Point number one, let's say we must know about system landscape in SAP. What you need to know?
System landscape.
So you must be aware of system landscape. And when you talk about system landscape, majoritarily there are three systems. How many systems? In general, we have 3 systems in every project. You'll be having 3 systems in every project. Any idea what are these 3 systems?
Development
Dev.
quality.
Dev quality prod.
Okay, you will be getting development, you will be getting quality, and then you will be getting production. In every project, wherever you work, all over the world, this is a standard. Development system, quality system, and then production system. Understood?
Ajay, just one question. Like in big companies, is it in-prem installation or they are also using cloud?
Cloud will be more now.
Okay.
Okay, that will be a private cloud. Same like your
Okay.
in-premise.
Got it.
Systems
Okay.
means laptop, Ajay.
No, not laptop. That's what we're writing this now. You'll understand now. Very shortly, you will have clarity on it.
Okay.
Okay. So you will be having development system, quality system, production system. In place of a system, you can call development client, quality client, production client, or development server, quality server, production server. Understood? Because when we are working, you will be working in different companies, different project, different people. There is no rule that everybody should call the same name. Different people will call it as a different naming convention. As a consultant, you need to understand what is what. Based on the scenario, based on this situation, make sure you're in a position to understand and not in a position to misunderstand. Clear or confused? Because we cannot expect everybody will use the same right terminology. You will come across people who are using wrong names also, right? Somebody may talk in a different way to create confusion to you, or somebody got confused themselves and then they talk and they'll end up confusing everyone. You get 2 type of people. Because some people, they do not know anything, but they just keep talking something, right? And if you know the subject, you will understand what is what. If you do not know the subject, you will blindly follow. Even though the other person told is a mistake, you will go with mistake. So that level clarity is what you need to have. Meaning, don't follow blindly anything in SAP FICO. Understood or not understood? This is the first quality that you have to develop in SAP FICO. Don't blindly follow anything. Before thinking, before understanding, before validating, is it right, wrong? Don't follow anything. Once you ensure, yes, this is correct only, this is how it will work, then only you come to a conclusion and then write down somewhere, stick to it. But until that clarity comes to you, until that confidence comes to you, don't by heart, don't stick to anything. Am I clear?
Yes.
Even what we're discussing now, you search it, work on it a little. What is the system landscape, how it will be used? If you have a friends who are working colleagues and all, you just verify with them, just have a casual talk discussion. I got to know about system landscape today. What is the system landscape? Ask as if you know nothing. Listen from others. Ask ChatGPT, listen from it. Okay, and then get to know, okay, this is a system landscape, this is how it will work. Maybe you get some new points, possible or not. You may get a new doubt, right or wrong. Now you don't get any doubt. Tomorrow I will tell this topic is over. Am I right or wrong? Right? So when I tell topic is over, now you know something or you know nothing.
Something.
Now in the sense, not from what I'm talking, in general. Whatever I'm talking, you are blindly following now, right or wrong, if you talk openly.
Yes.
Whatever I'm writing, whatever I'm telling, you're blindly following. And then once the session is over, I will share the Excel sheet, I'll give you the recording, you will go through it, and then you will stick to it. What if what I'm talking is wrong? Your understanding is also wrong. Correct or not correct? So this should not be the situation. Once the session is over, whatever we discuss, if we summarize, it will be very short, very simple. But we talk a lot, but it will be very simple to get the concept clear. Now you start working on it. You don't need to do anything on the system. Just start working on exploring what is what. Simply Google it. Simply ask ChatGPT. Simply ask your friends, colleague, if you know somebody from SAP related. Discuss with them. Okay, system landscape meaning this. How do you get ID password? Who will give you ID? All this kind of thing. When you get to know, you feel more comfortable. You feel more confident. Reason you would have heard different other cases of it on your own. Tomorrow, nobody can create a confusion in your mind because you will be confident. You got the logic?
Yes.
Right? That is how you have to prepare. Make sure once we are completing a topic, you are also completing your understanding. Not the recording. I've watched the recording. This recording is done. I'm up to date with all the sessions recording. Nothing will get from that. You need to explore. You need to verify whether what I understood is right or wrong. You have to self-evaluate your understanding, your knowledge, your learning. That's where you feel, yes, I think this is correct. During that process, you will get so many questions. You will get so many doubt. Don't worry. Make a note of every question, every doubt that you get. We will discuss. Or you can put that question in the group. Somebody will respond. Okay, it will become a conversation in the group, right? Whatever doubt that you get, maybe learning from others. And even after your discussions, if you don't come to any conclusion, if you don't find any solution, but you found some solution, not sure whether it is right or wrong, you can put me this question in our doubts clarification sessions, or maybe towards the beginning, towards the end. You can raise that question. I'll confirm whether what you understood is right or wrong. Understood? Clear, right?
Yes.
Meaning the effort, whatever you should put, should be meaningful, should be valid from the beginning. Not that once I complete my training, I will put sit and then make all the innovative things. Nothing will work out at that time. That time you will not find me. That time I will not be available, right? Get your doubts, get your questions, get all your things clarified when I'm available with you clearly. Later on, I might be busy with a different session. I might be busy with different other things. And it may be difficult for you to get your questions clarified from me. So that is reason, get all these things worked out from your side on a daily basis. Make it as a practice, what you understood today. Just validate whether it is right, wrong, is my understanding right or wrong. Then if you get any doubt question, easy for you to raise it in the next session, or maybe within the week. It would be more comfortable for you. You are not carry forwarding different doubts and clarifications. Get it clarified whenever possible. Now, this is your development quality production. One more point. SAP is not ready to use application. Is this clear? Is this correct or not correct?
Yes, sir. So I have a question with regards to this. Is this applicable to the public cloud as well,
Yes.
or just the private cloud?
All. Public cloud also it is applicable.
So public cloud is not ready to use. Do they do customizations on public cloud as well?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now, SAP is not ready to use application, meaning we need to set up SAP or we need to configure the system, right? Once SAP license is purchased by the client, they need SAP partner to implement as per their requirement. Am I correct or not?
Yes.
That's the nature of existence of consultancy.
Meaning, let's say I am a company and then I took SAP license or I wanted to use SAP. I bought SAP. SAP meaning you will be purchasing license only, nothing else. When you get this SAP license, then I cannot do it on my own because I need a technician, right? Right or wrong? Because that initial setup is mandatory. Now, for that, who you need? You need SAP partners. You would have heard many companies stating that we are SAP silver partner, we are SAP gold partner, we are SAP platinum partner. Yes, no? Anybody heard?
Yes.
Anybody heard or not? SAP has got so many partners who will do the system installation on their behalf. They're all SAP authorized partners. Like your Wipro, Infosys, Deloitte, Capgemini, all these companies are there, right? TCS and all. Like this, there are so many startup companies, there are so many mid-sized companies, there are so many level 5 companies. You can simply go Google it, ask a ChatGPT, list of SAP implementation partners. Maybe you put your location in India or Hyderabad, US, whatever you get, you'll get a list. Then you will get to know, okay, these many companies are there who are providing SAP consulting services, maybe to implement SAP, to migrate SAP from ECC to S4, or to provide to provide support for the existing SAP. And for every SAP project, there is a contract. Maybe it is a 1 year contract, 2 year contract, 3 year contract, 5 year contract, depending on the project. There may be different contract. Until that contract is completed, you cannot change the partner. Maybe I am currently going with a SAP company services, but I'm not happy with whatever service I'm getting from A. A may be charging more, but their service is not up to the mark. Their consultants are not, skilled enough for different reasons. What I will do once the project tenure is over, I will cancel the contract from A company. Then I will go to B company. Possible or not?
Possible.
I feel that my process is more stable now. I'm not getting much error. My users are well matured now. They know how to use the system. We are not facing much problems and all our processes, all our requirements are already fulfilled or already set up in SAP. I don't think we need to go with A who is charging more. So our cost is more. I think we need to reduce this cost. What they'll do? For sure, A will not reduce the cost because of the branding, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Because of the branding, A will not reduce the cost. So what you will do? You will cancel the contract or you will not renew the contract of A. Instead, you will give contract to some other company, which may be a mid-sized company, which may be a startup company like that, wherein you will be saving a lot of cost. Maybe half of the cost you are saving. Possible? Maybe you are saving half of the cost. You will have different scenarios working, or you will see different scenarios happening in a project. All you need to do is make sure you're understanding what is what. This understanding is very, very important. Clear or confused?
Clear, sir.
Right? From the beginning, when you start or when we started discussing these points, by the time you go to the market, by the time you go to the job, you will be well aware of every point, right or wrong? Later on, if somebody is talking about license, all this kind of thing, there won't be any confusion in your mind. You will understand what is what. You'll at least get to know what are they referring to. Now, here what we need to do. Point number 1, is SAP ready to use application or it is not ready to use application?
Not ready to use application.
This is not ready to use application, and client will have to reach out to SAP partners to implement SAP as per their requirement. Their requirement meaning what? Business requirement.
Yes.
As per their business requirement, you need to do it. Now, you need to understand SAP has got all the standard business process list as per the country by name SAP best practices. Anybody heard SAP best practices?
No, Ajay.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
sir, but
So,
don't know that.
so what is it meaning? Now, the way a company will operate, the way business happens in any country, is it same or it will be different?
It will
It
be
will be
different
different.
based on the number
Different.
of instances.
Right? Based on the country, there will be some variations, there will be some differences. Now, all these are identified and then updated by SAP as SAP best practice. Now, this SAP best practice is the standard way of using SAP for that particular country. Let's say you're talking about India. In India, what processes are applicable as per your accounting, as per your finance, will be listed out by SAP. Now you have different submodules in SAP FI, right? Like GL, AP, AR, cash, bank, and all. From every process, what and all is the process to be followed in India, it will be listed out by SAP. Standard SAP system practice or SAP best practice. Why? Because SAP is in India, sorry, SAP is available in the market from more than 50 years. Is it available from more than 50 years or less than 50 years?
More than 50.
Right? It is available in India. It is available in the market for more than 50 years. Now, SAP has got only few customers or SAP has got many customers.
Many customers.
SAP has got many customers. If you see, even the end user job profiles now requiring SAP experience, right? Anybody noticed it? Even if you wanted to become an accountant, AP, user, AR user, cash application user, R2R process user, and all, they will be checking whether you have aware or whether you are experienced on SAP or not. Because all the major client, all the bigger client, if you look at, most likely all top clients are in SAP. Now, SAP has got clients, SAP has got customer from different industries, pharma, retail, manufacturing, right? FMCG, they've got different automobiles and all. What SAP will do, consolidating everything, SAP will propose, this is the standard SAP best practice according to India. If you set up this, any company can run in SAP, any company can work on SAP. Because SAP will also keep on updating, SAP will also keep on refreshing their best practice document to ensure as per the current market need, it will be helpful. Okay. Now here what will happen, as a consultant or as an implementation partner, you need to know what is SAP best practice. Now at the end, who will be using SAP? Is it used by user or is it used by consultant?
It is
The user,
End user.
It will be
client.
used by user, right? SAP has got two working areas. When we say SAP has got two working areas, point number one, consultant work area. Point number two, end user work area. What are these two? What is the first one?
Consultant work area. End user.
First one is consultant work area, and then the second one is end user work area. Who are you when you go to the market? Are you a user or are you a consultant?
Consultant.
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 You are a consultant. So that point you have to keep in your mind. Now, as a consultant, we will be working on SPRO, IMG screen. Where you will work?
SPR.
SPR, YMGs.
Right. You will be working on SPRO, IMG screen. End user will be working on easy access screen. Are these two names clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
As a consultant, our work area will be SPRO or IMG screen. As an end user, the work area will be easy access. Now, if I come down a little bit, something we call it as data flow in SAP FICO. This is very, very important for you to understand. Or before you move forward, this data flow plays a key role. Whenever we talk about learning SAP FICO or working in SAP FICO, the first point that strikes our mind is what? From SAP FICO point of view? Configuration or anything else?
Config.
Right? It will be configuration.
Process flow.
Config, right? Let's say that you want to learn SAP FICO, you want to become a consultant. You will be thinking that, okay, I need to be good at config, right? I need to know system configurations and all. Even if you ask somebody, they say that, you have to be good at configurations. Now, it is part of your flow, but not only the part. Let's put something like business requirement. This is the first point. Business requirement. Based on the business requirement, you will maintain configuration. Based on the configuration, you will be creating master data. Based on the master data, we will be creating transaction data. Based on master, based on transaction, you will be generating different kind of reports. In report, in transaction, in master, there may be any problem, there may be any issue, error, doubt, confusion, clarification required for the business or to the user. In that situation, you need to provide support. Okay, once you do all this kind of thing, then you need to work on something called as stabilization. You need to ensure that the process is stable now. Stable meaning what? No errors, right or wrong?
Yes.
Stable means no issues, no error, it is working fine. Once it is stable, then you'll have to work on optimization. Optimization meaning the stable process now you try to reduce further. Reduce further meaning now I am doing 4 steps. I need to think if I can bring it down to 3 steps. Correct or not? Meaning you will reduce the time, right? To make it more effectively, to make it more accurate. Once it is done, then you'll have to work on automation. I think this point most of you would have heard, right?
Yes.
Automations, because of automations, many users are losing a job. Yes, no?
Yes.
Because it's all the flow. If you understand in a correct logical way, you will get to know what is what. And then you'll understand why companies are, removing the employees from their organization, why they're going for all the automations and all. You have to understand. Only then you realize what is the actual fact, what is the actual company's requirement, why companies are doing it. Otherwise, we feel that I worked here for last 7 years, I lost my job. So all these things will come into our mind. You feel that no, there are no jobs. People will tell so many reasons, and then you will blindly stick to it. You understand, okay, because of this, I am also losing my job. Losing job doesn't mean losing your confidence, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Right? You need to be strong enough. You need to be practical, and you need to think as per the market or the industry standard. Accordingly, gain your knowledge. Accordingly, upgrade or upscale your skill set, which will make you stand out confident to get another job in the market. Otherwise, no matter what you do, you will not get a job. It is currently competitive, or it is okay market now.
Competitive.
It is highly competitive because for basic things, nobody needs a person, nobody needs a candidate, because now they have different AI, right? Artificial intelligence, automations, right or wrong? Now for everything there is automation, right? Almost for everything there is an automation. You don't need human intelligence. You have artificial intelligence for everything. Now in this situation, for you to work out, for you to work, for you to be competitive enough, you need to have different level of a skill set, different level of knowledge, different mindset. When you have all these points updated in your skill, in your profile, you will easily get a job. Otherwise, very difficult for you to get a job when you're out in the market. The only point is you need to ensure you're preparing as per the current market standard, as per the current market expectation. Agree with me or not?
Agree.
Right? Now the current market is entirely different. No longer like it was before. It's completely different. And in the current market, if you want to survive, if you wanted to get a job, if you wanted to stand out, to be confident, you need to know things in a different way. And you need to be in a position to explain every point that you know with confidence, wherein the other person feels convinced. Otherwise, not possible to get a job. I'm telling you well in advance. Reason, you need to put effort in a different way. It will not be okay if you refer the recording. It will not be okay if you refer the Excel sheet. That will not give you the clarity, confidence. It will only give you an idea. Okay, this is what it is there. I understood now. That is not okay. For you to get a job tomorrow, you must be in a position to work, right? If somebody is talking in a project, if somebody is asking a question in your interview or anywhere, make sure you are confident enough to speak. You are confident enough to explain what is your understanding. In case if you do not know something, you must know how to handle the situation. Only when you have all this skill set upgraded in your profile, you will get a job. You will be in a position to work in a project tomorrow. Otherwise, you will literally face a lot of problems. Clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Right? Meaning, when you know all the points at the beginning itself, the way you put your effort will be different. Anyways, you're all here to put your effort, learn, right? Put your effort in a right way so that you don't need to make any problematic situation tomorrow. If your effort is blindly, okay, this session is done, I will refer it 3 times, practice it 10 times and all, will not give you the result. As we discussed, what I make you practice is completely different. What we discuss in the class is different. What you practice is different. This clarity is there for everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Your learning in class is different. Your practice from your side is different. Whatever you do, what we do in the class is not your practice. That is not your practice. Your practice is something that you're working on, something which we have not done practically in the system. You only get the logic, you only get the requirement, you only get the concept. Based on all this, you must be in a position to go to the system, configure the system, test the system, bring the result, bring the output, make sure, okay, I think for this requirement, this is the correct process. That is what you'll have to do as your practice. Not what I did, not what you repeat is not called as a practice. That's a copyright. Just to get a feel, you're practicing what we did in the class. For your clarity, for your understanding, for your confidence, you need to practice a scenario which we have not done in the class. Clear for everyone, right?
Yes.
Just as we move forward, once we get into the system, you will be practicing on different scenarios which I don't show in the sessions. I don't show those configs. I'll only give the requirement. I will make you understand. So at that situation, I will be giving you the requirement like a client, like a user. I will share my requirement. I'll say that, okay, this is currently working like it. Now my requirement is to do this in this report or make entry like this, bring a restriction like this. I want to have a report for master, something I'll give you, which is most commonly given requirements in any project. And then you have to think, you have to apply your mind. Okay, this is I understood now, but now the user is asking, they want like this. How will I do it? What will I do it? If I know what is the approach, if I do not know what is the approach. If I need to Google something, you need to know how to Google also, right? Correct? Or if you need some information, you should know how to Google also. If you need to check something in ChatGPT, you should know how to check ChatGPT. Over and above all this kind of a thing, you should know whether the data, whatever you see online, is it correct or not? Is it relevant or not to the requirement? Something that you have to take a decision. Am I correct or not correct? It will be your decision, and make sure at this level you are confident. And to bring this confidence, will it take time or it will come overnight?
It will take time.
This will take time. For sure, it will take time. It doesn't come overnight. So considering all these points, we need to make sure we are also giving the sufficient time. We are also understanding as per your target. Everybody has got the same target, right? To get a job in SAP FICO, or anybody is targeting to complete the course within 2 months, within 3 months. What is the end target of yours? To get a job only?
To get a job.
Right? To get a job, the only requirement from any company is right skill set in the candidate, right? They need skilled candidate, experienced candidate. Considering all this, you need to put effort when you go to the market. You stand out like a skilled, experienced candidate. First point. Second point, you need to go compete with people who are already working as a SAP FICO consultants. Your competitor is a working SAP FICO consultant, not trained candidate in the market. They are not your competitors. Don't compete with people who are learning SAP FICO. They are not at all your competitors. First, you should know who is your competitor with whom you are going to compete to get a job. Let's say there is a job opening in XYZ company who is asking for 4 years of SAP experience, 5 years of SAP experience, 6 years of SAP experience. Now, you apply for the job. You got the interview scheduled. I also apply for the job, assuming that I'm already working in SAP FICO as a consultant from last 5 years. From 2020, I'm working as a FICO consultant in some company. Now I'm planning to change my job. And now I'm planning to switch the company. My interview also got scheduled. And you just completed your training, your interview also got scheduled. Because your profile has got some 4 or 5 years of experience, your interview is scheduled, my interview is also scheduled. Like that, there are 3 more other people who are already trained candidates from XYZ. Now, your competition is with people who are already working or people who are not working.
People who are working.
Right? For sure, your competition will be with people who are already working. Why? Because people who already work, they talk in a different way. People who got trained, they talk in a different way. Is the difference clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Right? Those who are working will not talk about the configurations. Those who are trained will only talk about the config. Mostly they talk only the config, or they talk the definitions. Am I correct or not?
Correct.
If you are a trained candidate, you will have only 2 points in your mind. One is configuration, one is meaning definition. Advantages, disadvantages like examination, meaning, definition, pros, cons, advantages, disadvantages, where it will be used, all this kind of thing, theory content. Or you know the steps. In a shortcut way, the way you talk will reveal whether you are experienced candidate or you are a trained candidate. All depends on the way you talk. And you need to ensure when you talk, nowhere you represent that you are a trained candidate. Talk equivalent to, if possible, little more than what an experienced candidate is talking about. Because the advantage for you here is the advantage. If I am an experienced working FICO consultant, my exposure is not everywhere, right? Because if in my project, if I'm working only on banking, maybe my experience is only on banking, my knowledge is only more on banking, right or wrong?
Right.
If I'm working on APAR, I may be limiting my knowledge to APAR. If I'm working on fixed asset, I may be limiting my knowledge only on fixed asset. This is the most common factor for any working FICO consultant. They will not work on everything. They'll be working on some portion of a FICO. But what you're doing while learning, you're getting exposure on only on limited things or on everything in FICO.
On everything.
Right? You're practicing everything, you're preparing everything in an equal proportion. Now, when you talk, when the interviewer puts different question, at your level of preparation, practice and all, you will talk more confidently, right? You have to talk more effectively, which will give a confidence to the interviewer. Yes, I think this candidate has got very good understanding, very good knowledge. Let me proceed with this candidate. Who knows? Ignoring the working FICO consultant, they might take you, right or wrong.
Yes.
You have to convert the situations into your favor. When I say you need to convert the situation into your favor, you never know from which corner you will get the opportunity, which you have to ensure you will capitalize it. First point. Second point, which most commonly made mistake from the candidates is that rescheduling the interview. What is that? Rescheduling the interview. When we talk about rescheduling interview, most of you would have also done it. Let's say you get an interview call today stating that they will be scheduling your interview today or tomorrow. What we will do, we'll say that, okay, is it possible to schedule it on Monday? Why we do it? Because we wanted to prepare more on Saturday, Sunday. Agree or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise, assuming today is Monday, they say that, okay, can I schedule? Are you available today, second half? They said that. You said, no. Today I'm not available. Can we do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Why? Because you wanted to prepare the whole night today or tomorrow you wanted to prepare fully on it. Typical strategy approach or not? Which
Yes,
is most common. This mistake you should not do it. Because point number one, your profile is a common profile or your profile is a special profile?
Special profile.
Common profile.
Common.
Common profile meaning you are applying for a consultant role, right? If not, you will get somebody else, right or wrong? There are so many consultants available in the market, correct or not correct?
Correct.
If you are not available for interview today and you are telling that, okay, I'm not available today, can you please schedule it for tomorrow? What they'll do, they'll not schedule. They say that, okay, let me check the availability of the panel and then I'll get back to you. Correct or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Who knows? Panel may not be available. Who knows? Today they scheduled for some other candidate, they got selected. Now the opportunity closed, job closed, requirement completed or not? You got an opportunity, you postponed it, and you never know whether it will come back to you or not. Here you are not even attending the interview, you are postponing it. Look at our overconfidence. Correct or not?
Correct.
That is that is not confidence, that is overconfidence. You first attend the interview. Postpone if required your final round, postpone your HR rounds. That is fine. Because people know your interview is already completed, you got very good review feedback, and the first round manager or first round interviewer recommended you to the second round, then they will come back to you. But if you don't even attend the interview, if you want to reschedule it, why will they come back to you when they do not know what is your skill set? You prove your skill set and then ask them to reschedule it, they will do it. But when you don't even prove your skill set, you cannot do it. These are all the blunder mistakes which people will do. And then people say, I'm not getting any calls. When you get a call, you're postponing it. Correct or not? You're telling, can we do it on that day, this day? Is this your requirement or is this their requirement to get a job?
Our requirement.
Our requirement. And you have to wait for the call. You have to wait to give the interview. The whole days, whole months, whatever we have not prepared, in one day, in one night, what will happen? Nothing will happen. If you remember 10 things today, if you prepare, assuming tomorrow's interview, you will remember only 5 things. Half of the things will go out from your mind because of your tension, stress, right or wrong? That won't give any result. Meaning you have to be practical. When I say you have to be practical, if you prepare from the beginning, you don't come to this situation. You don't prepare properly from the beginning. At the end, somebody will tell something, then you feel that, okay, let me prepare like this. Let me spend one day and then I'll revise every topic. Then tomorrow I'll be ready. But interviewer says that job is already completed. We already taken another candidate. Requirement is closed now. I will get back to you when we get any further requirement, any further opening. Unnecessarily opportunity is lost. Am I right or wrong? All these things will practically happen in the market, especially in the current market. When you get an opportunity, please prove yourself, prove your knowledge, prove your skill set. And then see what is going to happen. Simple. For everything, you have to be ready from the beginning onward. Not that once course is over, once classes are completed, then I will start my interview preparation, nothing will happen. At that moment, nothing will happen because you will have a lot of things to refer, a lot of things to prepare. The whole tenure of your training, you have not done it. After that, what will you do? You can prepare, you can revise only if you are comfortable on every topic what you discussed. Only then it is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. You will make so many mistakes. You will get so many doubts. You will get so many errors. All these things will happen. Point number one. Point number two, in your interview, you will get so many interview questions, right? In any company that you give interview, you get so many questions. In any interview, you will be coming across many questions. Most commonly in the current interviews, in the current scenario, people are asking about scenario based questions or direct questions.
Scenario based questions.
Scenario based questions.
Scenario based questions. Now, to understand scenario based question, you need to have a different level of practice, different level of understanding, or regular practice will be okay.
Different level of practice required.
Right? Your practice, your effort, your approaches should be completely different. Only then you understand the scenario in the interview. Otherwise, if from that scenario you will only look for keywords, okay, this is the topic name and this topic configuration is this, you will end up telling the functionality of the topic or configuration of the topic, which will never get you a job. Everywhere you go, you will be rejected because your approach is wrong, your preparation is wrong, your understanding is wrong, your explanation is wrong. Everywhere there is a mistake only. Okay, meaning if you know all these fundamental points which will happen in the market, are clearly known to you, you will understand how you need to prepare, what you need to prepare, and you know what is the level of competition out in the market, right? Is it less competition or is it more competition?
High competition.
Right? There's a huge competition out there for SAP FICO in the market. Make sure you develop your skill set, gain the knowledge in such a way that you will go compete in the market tomorrow. Not that for the namesake I am practicing completing SAP FICO course, let me go to the market now, try my luck, nothing will happen. It's like result is already declared, decided even before the match begins. Meaning I am now going to play a match. Even before I start playing, I know that I'm going to lose the match. Because I know I'm not confident, right? I know I'm not prepared. You have to be prepared in such a way that you will face different situations in the market and you will come across different situations, different scenarios. All you need is right understanding on the subject, right understanding on the current market condition, current market scenario situation from interview point of view, from a project point of view, company point of view and all. And when you gain the knowledge according to it, when you upgrade your skill set as per that, you feel that yes, you are in a position to clear the interview and you're in a position to work effectively, confidently in any project. Otherwise, it won't happen. So make sure your preparation is in a completely different way, and then whatever you're practicing is different. Whatever you are understanding in the class is completely different. This clarity is there for everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Keep
Yes, sir.
this
Yes,
in
sir.
mind so that your practice will give you more clarity, more confidence. Sessions, see, whatever I'm talking within the session, I'll make you understand, right? There is what is the use of your practice? As simple as like LKG student in this school, the teacher wrote A. After going, homework is again A only, right? On top of A, I will write a small a, and you will make it a very big A by writing A on top of it, right or wrong?
Yes.
Anybody saw school student, especially the LKG, all this nursery student, they will go to school with a slate, and in that school, the teacher will write A. One side A will be written, on the other side B will be written. The homework will be you have to write A 100 times. What the student will do, A only 100 times he will do. Small a will become very big A, correct or not?
Yes.
A slim A will become fat A, that's it. Slim B will become fat B. Now what you do, you give another slate, ask them to write A, then the same student will ask how to write A, correct or not?
Yes.
Right? Even after loading so much of a fat to the slim A, they will still put incorrect A, right? The A will be now shaped out. You have to see that whether I should turn the slate to read it as A or this is not at all A. A may become 4 now. This mistake should not happen. This mistake will happen if you practice what you do in the class. That is not your practice. That is only for your confidence. That's only for your confidence. Okay, this is what we did it in the class. Let me check, is my understanding correct? That's it. And then you practice the different thing, not the same thing. Logic will be same. I'll give you the requirement. I'll give you the different kind of assignments, and your assignments will include practical configurations, gathering the requirement, finding the information, different things I'll make you practice. Even how to use ChatGPT will also be part of your assignment, will be part of your practice. Am I clear?
Yes.
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 How to use ChatGPT also will be part of your practice. Meaning it's not like I will show the config and then you will do the config. It is not like that. That thing I'll directly tell you, get the config from Google. Certain topic I will tell you, list out the configuration step, tell me, then I will configure. Then you will understand if you are working in a project wherein you got a requirement on certain thing which you never worked before. But you will get the configuration on the Google for every topic, A to Z, step-by-step screenshots. Now you got it from the Google, some configuration document, configuration steps, something or all. Now, how will you test it? How will you ensure that yes, this document is correct? And how do I set up the system? And then how do I map this system functionality with my client business requirement? Certain things we will do it collectively, wherein you will collect the configuration, you will tell me the configuration, I will do the config in such a way that I also do not know anything about it. Then we will bring so many errors, so many mistakes, and then we will collectively think why this error is coming, what is our requirement, what we are doing. Are we connecting the requirement with config or we are blindly following the config? You will practically understand every point, according to which, accordingly, you'll ensure that, okay, this is not the way I need to practice. This is not the way I should move forward when I'm in a project. And after knowing all this kind of thing, after putting effort in all these ways, in the project, when you get a job or in the interview, when you talk, it is very rare you will make a mistake, right? At least you will perform in a connecting way, in a comfortable way, right or wrong.
Yes.
That quality of work is what you'll have to bring. For that quality of output to come, you have to undergo a lot of scenarios. You have to face all the possible problems, mistakes, errors, confusion during your training only. This is not to ensure you feel comfortable, you feel it's easy. It's not easy. So my target is not to ensure that you feel easy, simple, okay, I can easily get the job. Tomorrow you will know, but there is a lot beyond this, right? So when you face different problems, when you come across different errors here, you develop that skill set. In which situation, how we need to think, how we need to solve. Then the same logic, same application, if you apply there, you'll easily get to know, at least you can manage confidently, effectively. Other person also will recognize that, okay, this candidate is giving their best. And then let us help. People will try to help. Otherwise, nobody will help. All depends on your approach, all depends on your skill set only. Make sure on this level you put more attention, on this level you put more effort. Then tomorrow when you get a job, there is no way you will face any problem. You will enjoy your work. Otherwise, even after getting job, you will be scared, you will be fearing and all. Why you need to be scared? Not required. If your effort is proper, if your learning is correct, then you don't need to fear. You know how to understand, you know how to proceed further. If somebody is giving any KT, if somebody is explaining any process, you know what cross questions to be asked. If you know nothing, all you can do is okay, nothing else beyond that, right? And when you start working on it, you will get to know so many doubts. That time the person who gave KT may not be available. That time they said that no, you already got the process knowledge, you already have a document, you have to work on it. Tomorrow when you join a company, nobody is your friend, nobody is your colleague, nobody is your relative, right or wrong?
Right.
Don't expect somebody will help you, don't expect somebody will do your work. Nobody will do it. When people do it, it's only after blaming you, it's only after you getting into different kind of negativity. They say that okay, I only helped him, he was literally struggling that day, I only helped, and because of me only your job is there tomorrow. That day if I didn't help, you know what would have happened. People will take the credit, right? Don't get into that situation. Make sure you're confident enough, your knowledge is sufficient enough to handle any kind of a situation when you go to the market tomorrow. And within 4 months, within 5 months, practically it is not possible to know complete SAP FICO. It is impossible. You will get that knowledge, you will get that clarity only after you working for a minimum few years. Minimum 2 to 3 years you'll have to work in SAP FICO as a consultant. That is where you get the confidence. Till then, what you know is very basic, minimal thing, but mandatory thing. You need hands-on experience to feel confident, correct or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Only when you are on the hands-on experience situation, you will feel this. Otherwise, situation when you're there, it is completely different. Because if you're not on this one, on the driver's seat, you always feel driving is very simple, right? But your observation, all this kind of things should be completely different or not. Meaning you should be focused, only then you will get it. Otherwise, you will not get it. That focus, that internal brain work is very important here, even in your consulting. Otherwise, you will make a mistake. For sure, you'll make a mistake if you're not focused. Unlike any other thing, it is also same. Your focus, your concentration, your understanding is very, very important. Casually, you cannot do it. That's where you keep forgetting what you have done, what you have not done. You would have heard from many people very frequently that I am forgetting, I worked 2 months back, I need to revise it again. Correct or not?
Correct.
Because you read it and then you left it. It's not a newspaper, right? Okay, on 2nd December, there is a news, there is an article. Have you seen it? No, I saw, but I forgot it. Let me take out that 2nd December newspaper. Is it Hindu newspaper, DC newspaper, XYZ newspaper? And what is the use of it? You're not reading a newspaper, right? To read and then leave it. Do something, remember it. Next time you don't need any reference, you do it on your own. Meaning you have to carry forward your knowledge and then go accordingly. That's where you'll have to build your knowledge, right? For you to build the knowledge, you need to keep everything. Only then you will be building the knowledge. Otherwise, everything is bits and pieces. Then who will do assembly? You got my point or not? For you to build, you need to bring everything together. Only then you can build your knowledge. Only then you can build confidence. If you go bits and pieces and all, nothing will work. So meaning the approach, the effort that you'll have to put, is it something simple or something different that you'll have to put?
Different.
Right? It has to be completely different, and accordingly we need to be prepared. Accordingly, you'll have to prepare. No casual preparation. Okay, this is the config, this is this one, you do it, it's all over, done. Thank you so much, all the best. If I tell, nothing will happen to you when you go to the market. So we have to be collectively focused to ensure that you will get a job when you go to the market. At least you feel confident to give the interview to compete with people who are already working as SAP FICO consultant. Right? We're not talking about the data flow now, because today I just want you to know the list. Read this thoroughly and then make sure in the tomorrow's session we will elaborate every point with practical examples. Okay? We will take practical project live examples and then we will discuss what are all this. But make sure this data flow is noted down for you without any mistake, without any difficulty. And then later on we will ensure it's all clear for everyone with valid or practical examples. Right? Let me stop this recording.